The soft hum of the main menu faded as Alex hit play, the familiar blocky landscape of a new Minecraft world materializing around her. Beside her, on their shared Discord call, Maya gasped, Liam grunted in approval, and Chloe let out a whoop. "Alright," Team Alex declared, punching a nearby oak tree with practiced ease. "Operation Firehouse Fantasia is a go. Remember, we're not just building a base, we're building the base. The Ghostbusters fire station, but, like, super livable." Their world was a verdant taiga biome, snow-dusted pines scraping the pixelated sky, a perfect blank canvas. The newly installed Spectre Slayers mod glinted invitingly in their inventory, a treasure trove of proton packs, ghost traps, and even a schematic for a full-blown containment unit. But most intriguing were the ectoplaster blocks and spirit sealed paint, the mod's promise of truly ghost-proof walls. "First things first," Liam, ever the pragmatic miner, chimed in, "we need a mountain. A big one. For all the stone, iron, and redstone we're gonna need. And I'm talking containment unit levels of redstone." Chloe, already sifting through her inventory, added, "And don't forget the ectoplaster. That stuff needs a lot of quartz and glowstone. This isn't just a pretty build, it has to be functional. Ghost-proof. Priority 1, flat ground." Maya, the group's resident architect, announced. She had already pulled up concept art of the iconic hook and ladder, Company No. 8 on her second monitor. "We need a huge footprint. And it needs to face east, I think. For optimal morning sun on the ecto crops." The first few days were a blur of typical Minecraft grind, elevated by the shared excitement of their grand project. Liam vanished into the earth, returning with inventories full of cobblestone, iron, and coal. Maya meticulously cleared a vast tract of land, using TNT and pickaxes to level the snowy terrain. Chloe, with her knack for efficiency, set up a rudimentary farm and animal pen, ensuring their hunger bars stayed full. Alex, the all-rounder, helped where needed, her mind already visualizing the finished structure. "Okay, foundations are down," Alex announced on the fourth day, admiring the massive cobblestone perimeter they had laid out. "Now for the walls." "We're going with brick, right, Maya?" "Authenticity, darling," Maya replied, already placing the first layer of crimson brick blocks. "But we're interspersing it with ectoplaster on the inside. Can't have any stray class 5 full roaming vaporers haunting our living room." The outer shell of the fire station began to rise, a striking red brick edifice against the green and white landscape. They carefully designed the garage bays, wide enough for potential future Ecto-1 replicas, a distant dream, but a dream nonetheless. Inside, however, was where the true Ghostbusters magic and challenges began. "Alright, I've got the layout for the locker room," Chloe said, pointing at a floor plan sketch they had made. 3 rows of lockers, which will actually be chests, obviously, and a crafting station for uniform repairs. "We can use the mod spectral fabric for that." They were deep into crafting the custom ectoplaster blocks when a low, ethereal moan echoed from the dense taiga forest nearby. All 4 players froze, their pickaxes hovering mid-swing. "Guys. Was that?" Liam began, his voice edged with a mix of trepidation and anticipation. A translucent, blue-green apparition phased through a nearby tree, its form shifting like smoke. It was small, a Class 1 whisperer, but unmistakably a mod ghost. "First contact," Alex yelled, already fumbling in her inventory for her proton pack. "Everyone, equip. Remember the tutorial, don't cross the streams." They each strapped on the bulky proton packs, their backpacks replaced by the familiar cyclotron. The PKE meter in their off-hand chirped softly, indicating the ghost's presence. "I'm going in." Liam, always the brave one, charged forward, activating his particle thrower. A glowing orange stream of energy shot from the nozzle, struggling to connect with the wispy entity. The whisperer darted, phased through a tree, then zipped towards Chloe, letting out a surprisingly loud, unsettling wail. Chloe shrieked, fumbling her own proton pack. "Focus the stream, Liam," Alex commanded, joining the fray, her own beam now adding to the chaotic light show. "Chloe, deploy the trap." Chloe, shaking slightly, managed to place a ghost trap block on the ground. Its twin doors sprung open, glowing with an inviting, albeit dangerous, energy. Alex and Liam managed to briefly stun the whisperer, lashing it with their combined streams. "Now. Wrangler it," Alex urged. It was a clumsy ballet of proton streams and evasive spectral movements. Finally, with a combined heave, they managed to wrangle the Whisperer, dragging its squirming form towards the open trap. With a final, desperate moan and a flash of light, the ghost was sucked inside. The trap snapped shut, its indicator light blinking steadily. They stood panting, a mixture of exhilaration and relief washing over them. "Well," Maya said, breaking the silence that was educational. "Also, my heart rate is definitely over 9,000. Good thing we didn't cross the streams," Alex chuckled, holstering her pack. "Still, that was just a Whisperer. We need to get these ectoplaster walls up ASAP." With new urgency, they doubled down on construction. The locker rooms took shape, complete with their disguised storage chests and a uniform armor stand in the corner. The main call room, with rows of computer blocks, modified crafting tables and anvils, and a central map table, a large, enchanted table with a custom texture, became the heart of their operations. The fire pole was a particular triumph. Maya designed a vertical shaft, lined with smooth stone, and at its center, a custom ladder entity that, when clicked, instantly teleported them down to the lower floors with a satisfying whoosh. "It's not sliding," she admitted, "but it's fast, and it feels right." The most ambitious part was the basement. Liam spent days digging out a massive cavern beneath the fire station's foundation, reinforced with obsidian and ectoplaster. This was where the containment unit would reside. The mod provided a multi-block schematic for the unit, requiring an alarming amount of redstone, obsidian, and a new material called ectoquartz found only in deep, dangerous caves guarded by hostile spectral entities. Their quest for ectoquartz led them into a dimly lit ravine, where they encountered their first poltergeist. This one was larger, stronger, and could throw blocks around with telekinetic force. The fight was a true test of their teamwork. Liam tanked hits, while Alex and Chloe coordinated their streams, stunning the poltergeist for Maya to deploy a trap. They emerged victorious, battered but triumphant, with enough ectoquartz to finish the containment unit. Back at the fire station, the containment unit slowly took shape in the obsidian-lined basement. It was a monstrous contraption of glowing redstone conduits, pulsing ectoquartz crystals, and a central spherical chamber. As Chloe placed the final block, a deep, resonant hum filled the basement, vibrating through the entire fire station. The unit powered up, its energy field visible, waiting for its first permanent resident. Just as the hum stabilized, a new, more menacing sound ripped through the air, a guttural growl that shook the very foundations of their building. The PKE meters in their hands screamed, red lights flashing wildly. "Class 4. Alex yelled, her voice tight. "Upstairs." Main call room. They scrambled up the fire pole, emerging into the main call room to find a giant, shadowy entity coalescing in the center of their carefully constructed map table. It was a terror dog mimic, a spectral beast with glowing red eyes and a snapping maw made of pure ectoplasm. It snarled, sending shivers down their spines. "This is why we built the ectoplaster," Maya shouted, taking cover behind a sturdy, ghost-proof wall. The terror dog attempted to phase through it but was repelled by the shimmering energy field of the plaster, sparking angrily. "Good job, Maya," Alex cheered, already firing her proton pack. The terror dog was formidable, deflecting their streams with ease. Liam joined in, his stream arcing powerfully. Chloe, thinking fast, deployed 2 traps strategically, one near the main entrance, one by the fire pole. The battle raged. The terror dog slammed against the ectoplaster walls, trying to find a weak point. They dodged its lunges, their 4 streams weaving an intricate web of light. "It's getting weak," Chloe cried, noticing the ghost's form flickering. "Now, bring it in." With synchronized effort, they focused their streams, wrangling the massive entity. It roared in defiance, but the combined might of their proton packs was too much. Slowly, agonizingly, they dragged the thrashing terror dog towards the main entrance trap. A final, desperate lunge, a surge of adrenaline, and with an enormous, vacuuming roar, the terror dog was sucked into the trap. The doors snapped shut, the indicator glowing a triumphant emerald green. Silence descended, broken only by their heavy breathing and the distant hum of the containment unit below. We did it," Alex gasped, leaning against an ectoplaster wall, her proton pack smoking faintly. "First official bust in our new HQ," Liam grinned, wiping sweat from his brow. "Now, who's ready to bring this bad boy downstairs?" Carefully, reverently, they carried the trap down to the basement. The containment unit pulsed expectantly. Chloe, following the mod's instructions, connected the trap to a transfer port. With a flash, a whoosh, and a final, faint growl, the terror dog was pulled from the trap and into the heart of the containment unit, its spectral form now just a faint, churning vortex of energy within the sealed chamber. They stood there, shoulder to shoulder, gazing at their completed masterpiece. The fire station, once just a dream, now stood tall and proud in their Minecraft world. The locker rooms were ready for new gear, the main call room pulsed with potential for new adventures, the fire pole offered swift transit, and the basement's containment unit hummed with the power of a captured entity. Above it all, their living quarters, complete with beds, storage, and even a small kitchen, area, a furnace and a brewing stand, naturally, promised comfort after a long day of ghost busting. The ectoplaster walls and spirit seal paint shimmered faintly, repelling any stray specters that dared come too close. Their replica fire station was not just a base, it was a fortress, a home, and the ultimate headquarters for their spectral adventures. So Maya said, breaking the comfortable silence, a mischievous glint in her eye, "Who's up for some ecto crop farming? We're gonna need proton pack fuel." Alex smiled, adjusting her pack. "Lead the way, Maya. The world's full of ghosts, and this firehouse is ready for business." The hum of the containment unit was a constant, comforting promise of future, ghost-busting glory.